Happy Friday 13th, even though it's Friday the Saturday 14th there in Oz. 100%. Chasing them. But we're gonna watch some racing for Dave from Oz, and might do a little something here in a little bit for Deb and the other Aussies. Dave gave me a video about it, Ford Falcons and a racing league that's in Oz, so let's check that out.
Last time Dave sent us something road related, it became one of our biggest hits.
Yeah, the
road trains. Yep.
On the 9th of August 1971, former Wheels editor Mel Nichols and staff photographer Uwe Kirstner took what is probably the most famous shot in the entire Wheels archive collection, that of the GTHO Phase 3 doing 141 miles an hour down the Hume Highway in northern Victoria. In 2014, speeds like that simply aren't possible without being locked up for a considerable amount of time. So with the assistance of the Northern Territory Government, the police, an ambulance crew, a helicopter, full road closure of the Stuart Highway, you name it, we are attempting to repeat that illustrious performance in the very last Ford Performance Vehicles Falcon, the GTF. The fastest we've ever been in an FPV is 255 kilometres an hour. That also happens to be the speed that this GTF is electronically limited to. So we've had the limiter removed and we've brought along racing legend John Bowe to try and clock 300 kilometres an hour. The reason why JB is doing this and not someone like me is that JB has won Bathurst twice. He's won more races than any other racing driver in Australian history, and he's the current Touring Car Masters champion. We also know he's extremely competitive, and he, more than anybody, will want to hit that 300 kilometre an hour mark.
Hi, Greg or Jamie. we look up the difference in kilometers and mile per hour.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I didn't know when I was travel on the right side of the road, the wrong side of the right side of the car on the wrong side of the road. They figured they just mix, a hybrid of how people drive around the world. But that's pretty cool. It's gotta be fast either way.
So a kilometer is roughly half a mile.
So 150 mile an hour? I mean, that's still a lot for a car, don't get me wrong, but I was thinking it would be faster than that.
Let me,
I know street cars that do 150 miles an hour. That's a lot. It's like, you hear these guys, oh, bench press 300 pounds. 300 pounds is a fucking lot. Most of them guys can't bench 300 pounds and say they can. They
300
or something. Tell them it's 300.
Yeah, 300 kilometers an hour is equivalent to about 186 miles per hour. So there's, yeah.
That's pretty fast for that little car.
That's pretty fast, yeah.
Right.
That 300 kilometre an hour mark.
I drove the car down at the proving ground and it was so quick to do the speed limiter, which is 255. These cars, these modern cars, and I don't just mean the Falcon, most modern cars are so good. I just, the way this all came together was to see how fast it was. It's quite exciting to drive it, even though I've driven that fast before. But, it's a road car on a road, not a racetrack and not a race car, so it's a bit different.
We've enlisted the help of Rob Herod from Herod Motorsport to make sure that this car is as bulletproof as possible to do 300 kilometres an hour on a road like this that is absolutely not designed to have any car do 300 kilometres an hour.
Our team's preparation was to prepare this vehicle and to make sure that everything was right and everything was safe. It's had some dyno runs on our dyno. The speed limit has been taken off this vehicle no other modifications at all to the vehicle bar the speed limiter. Mechanically wise, apart from that, there's no engine tweaks or anything like that. It's just basically as the car rolled off the showroom floor.
Now, if that's a stock car, that's pretty fast. These cars I'm talking about do 150, they are not stock at all, not even close. My car won't do 150, and it's not stock, so there you go. Yeah, that's really fast. I didn't think they made real stock cars anymore, or any kind of racing league with that, but hey, man, it's Friday 13th. Anything can happen.
Right. If anyone has ever seen the movie Buckaroo Banzai, this is what it reminds me of. Just the whole setup, the runway, except this one was like trying to go so fast that you go through a mountain into a new dimension. But this is what it reminds me of, with just the setup and making sure that the car is there and everyone, watching and supervising. It's really cool. And like the guy said, this isn't going, 180 miles an hour on a racetrack. This is a road car on a road doing this. And it's in Australia, so you can do whatever you want, but Australia tends to be pretty unpredictable. So it's, I'm not sure I'd be terribly eager to do that, but these guys are, they're determined.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Street Outlaws, Fast and Furious, all that.
Yeah.
They don't go to other dimensions, but they're
I don't recommend driving into mountains, period. But just the setup that reminded me of it, how they're getting everything ready and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a big crew, man. I live in North Carolina, though. This is second nature to me. Not exactly this, but.
I'm not for a minute suggesting anybody should do this. Get their speed limiter removed and drive it to the Northern Territory. The roads are not really, they're straight, but they're not really designed for 300 kilometre an hour speeds. And I guess, the cars aren't either, to the sense that they put a speed limiter on them for a reason. But, the car is a very good car. Its performance, its engine is outstanding.
I'm ready to have a run. Is everybody ready?
So we set out to make history and we did it. 297 kilometres an hour. The fastest recorded standard Australian production car of all time, the FPV GTF. Compared to the GHO Phase 3's 200.
I thought that was a Ford, man. It's a Falcon. You name stealing some bitches. No offense, but Ford about Falcon in the 60s, man. So, yeah, the one thing about it, 186 mile an hour is really fast. Like even the NASCAR at Daytona, they're not running at like 190 now. So, yeah, that's really, really, really fast. I guess I'm thinking about dragsters and shit, man. I don't know what I'm thinking about, but yeah, that's really, really, really fast.
Appreciate the shot from inside the vehicle, because really don't. You see a car from outside going really fast, you're like, yeah, that's really fast. You're inside that car. As Danny drives faster than most of the people that I'd ridden with, so when he hit 100, I was positive we were going to leave the ground and go airborne. I can only imagine what 180 must feel like.
And he just got off a plane when he got my car. Yeah, I have fun driving, man. You might not know how to make love. You might not know how to, talk slick or fight or nothing in North Carolina. But if you don't know how to drive a car, man, there's something wrong with you.
So we set out to make history and we did it. 297 kilometres an hour. The fastest recorded standard Australian production car of all time, the FPV GTF. Compared to the GHO Phase 3's 227, it is miles into the future.
Oh, that's
The driver was legendary racer John Bowe. 297 kilometres an hour isn't quite the 300 that JB wanted to achieve, or any of us really, but given the conditions, it's windy, it's mid-30s, it's the Northern Territory, it's not really made for 300. So 297 out of a Falcon is hugely impressive.
That was a Ford Falcon, the older car there. I don't know why they're making an Australian-made car calling it a Falcon. That's a cool gesture. But somebody explain that to me, please. Because I ain't never seen an Aussie put nothing Aussie on it. That was something else. Yeah, that was a cool video, Dave. Thank you, man.
Yeah, just the shots. I understand that they had to, essentially quarantine the road, but just the shots of that car isolated, zooming down, all that empty space, beautiful in a sort of a desolate way. Love it.
Yeah, I got my red colors going on back here, Dave. My Eureka flag. That's right. All right, bud. We'll have some coaches will come soon. That is NDQ for real.
Keep putting up cool stuff like this, Dave. Keep our Discord going.
Yeah, we thought about doing it's actually picking up. Come join the Discord. It's free. It's in the description of our channel. So yeah, come join us.
Yeah, we talk about everything here.
I love the music. Happy Friday 13th. Hope you don't get chopped up. And yeah, mental health is real. So is Jason.
And drive free, but drive safe. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others.
Yellow means fucking go.